do you want to hear about my update review on Tobacco Touch by Maison Alhambra? People, this thing, for the money you can pick it up for, is definitely worth the purchase. Just stay tuned and you'll find out. What is good, YouTube? What is good? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Right, you see the intro. I need to talk to you about this today. This is an update review on Maison Alhambra's Tobacco Touch. This is their inspired by a version of Tomford's Tobacco Vanille. And if you know about that fragrance, then you probably might know about this fragrance. This is an 80ml bottle, Eau de Parfum concentration, and I think you can pick it up for about £25 in the UK. And let me tell you, it is worth that money and some. Trust me. This is a simple fragrance. This is not going to be a long, drawn-out review. I'm just going to tell you what I got from the fragrance, but I'm going to read you the notes first, and plus I'm going to spray it. So like I say, there is your bottle. Even the bottles, look, you can tell what this is trying to be. So let's spray it. Not bad atomizer, and for the price, that gives out a nice bit of juice. In the air, this smells like it's spicy, a little bit gourmandish, vanilla, a bit of tobacco. Right, you've got spicy notes and tobacco in the top, and in the mid you've got cocoa, tonka bean, tobacco and vanilla, and in the base you've got dried fruits and woody notes. So this opens up, like I say, it's spicy. You get the tobacco, you've got the vanilla in there. It smells like, to me, like Christmas. You know, you get the spices and you get the sweets, you're cooking stuff and you're throwing the vanilla in there and the cocoa powder. You do get touches of that cocoa in this, but it's in the back. Up the forefront, it opens with the spices. You definitely get the tobacco, you get the vanilla. I do not get no dried fruits. Maybe it's just my nose. I do get a woody nuance in this fragrance, so that'll be the woody notes in this. Simple fragrance, but let me tell you people, this thing smells so close to Tobacco Vanille. I had a sample of Tobacco Vanille, and I've been doing side-by-side comparisons. So I've been wearing one on one hand, one on the other hand, and they are very, very, very similar fragrances. And they last roughly about the same time. Oh, this was probably peeping it by probably an extra half hour. On my sample, I was getting about 6 to 6.5 hours, and I was getting about 7 to 7.5 hours with this, and that was on skin. I didn't test the Tobacco Vanille on clothes, but I tested this on clothes. I done 6 sprays and some of it hit my collar. I could still smell it on the garment the next day, so it does last on clothes. People, I'm not taking nothing away from Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. I know it's a very, 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 very popular fragrance, and it is loved by a lot of people in the community. Obviously, the ingredients, it's going to have better ingredients in it. It's going to be more refined, yes. But to get you ever so close, pick this up. You will not be disappointed at all. Well, I don't think you will be. I ain't. And like I say, obviously I don't own a bottle of the real thing, but I had a tester of it, and they are very, very close. Very close. And I am so glad to have this in my collection. At the minute, all these prices, especially designer prices for fragrances, are shooting up through the roof. Like some designer fragrances are the same price as some very popular niche fragrances that are 5 times better. I do not know what's going on, but I suppose that's the name of the game. I know everyone's in it to make a buck, but I think some of these brands, tend to take the piss just a little bit, but who am I? Right, people, that is just my little update review on this fragrance. Like I say, it's very linear. It doesn't change hardly at all. What you get at the beginning is what you get basically through the life of the fragrance. Yes, the spicy nuances do die down, and then you really, in the end, you're just left with that vanilla and a little bit of tobacco, but it smells great. I would wear this on colder days in the winter. I reckon on a cool summer evening, if you was out and about, you could rock this fragrance. Like if you was going to dinner and it's a little bit later and it's a little bit cooler and there's a bit of a breeze, when the breeze picks this up and carries it, it smells fantastic. It really, really does. I've had a few compliments from this already, and I've only had it a week maybe. So what does that say? And gender, unisex. I think it leans more masculine, but women, if you like a little bit of masculinity in your fragrances, give it a go. I mean, that's what I think. Wear what you want when you want. I don't think, unless a fragrance leans proper heavy and masculine, and if a fragrance leans very, very feminine, I think everything in between can be worn by both sexes. That's what I believe. Wear what you want when you want. It's your dollar, it's your coin. If you're spending it on the fragrances, rock them, people, rock them. Right, let me know if you've tried this fragrance. Thank you for sticking with me, people. Remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Cheers.